Hello students, in this video I am going to define the electric current from the chapter electricity. To understand the electric current, let's take one example. Consider two vessels, vessel A and vessel B, filled with water, and both the vessel has connected with the stop clock or piston. This is suppose piston for A and this one is the piston for B. If you open the piston of vessel A half, then it takes a time 200 seconds to empty the vessel A. And if you open the piston of B completely, then it takes a time 100 seconds to empty the water from vessel A. In both vessels, we have same amount of water, but it takes a different time to empty the water because of this piston. In one case, we have opened the piston half, and in other case, we have opened the piston completely. It means the rate of flow in both the cases are different. So let's find rate of flow of water in A is equal to 1000 liter divided by 200 second. So it is 5 liter per second. Here also 1000 liter. So rate of flow of water in B is equal to 1000 liter divided by 100 is equal to 10 liter per second. So in both the cases the rate of flow is different. So in the same way we can define the electric current. Suppose you have a charged body, connect this charged body to a cell, and this is called as a positive terminal and this one is a negative terminal. It is considered as a higher potential and the negative is considered as a lower potential. So as soon as you have connected the charged conductor to the cell, then all the free electron present in the conductor starts moving towards the positive terminal of the battery or cell. As soon as it starts moving, it means it has some electric current, because electric current is the movement of charge. So the rate of flow of charge is your electric current. Now as soon as we have connected, the electric current is start to move in the opposite direction of the electron. This is why? Because water is always flow from higher to lower. Heat is always goes from high temperature to low temperature. In the same way, the flow of charges from the cell will be from higher potential to the lower potential. So it goes from higher to lower. So rate of flow of charge is equal to Q by T. So rate of flow of charge is nothing. It is a current I. I is equal to Q by T. So this is the mathematical expression for your electric current. I is equal to Q by T. Now come to the unit. In which unit we are going to measure the electric current? We measure the electric current in ampere and the symbol is your A. This ampere is given as a name after the physicist Henry Marie Ampere. Now, how we can define 1 ampere? 1 ampere means if your charge is 1 coulomb and time is equal to 1 second, then current I is equal to 1 coulomb by 1 second, which is equal to 1 ampere. It means whenever in a body or a conductor unit charge is flow in unit second, means 1 coulomb of charge is flow in 1 second, then it is said to be 1 ampere. Now about the vector quantity or scalar quantity. We know that the vector quantities are the quantities which have both direction and magnitude. Scalar quantity only have magnitude. So, what will be the current? Is it a vector or scalar? If you see, the current is always flow opposite to the electron, and it is called as a conventional direction of current. So, from this we are seeing it has direction, but current is not considered as a vector quantity because electric current do not obey the vector addition law. That is why electric current is not considered as a vector quantity. It is a scalar quantity. Scalar quantity. And about the vector addition law, this one you will get in class 11. So we learned that rate of flow of charge is your electric current, its unit is your ampere, and it is a scalar quantity. Now some bigger and the smaller units. So smaller units of the electric currents are milliampere, that is 10 to the power minus 3 ampere, and microampere, that is 10 to the power minus 6 ampere. And the bigger units are kiloampere, that is 10 to the power plus 3 ampere, megaampere, that is 10 to the power 6 plus 6 ampere. Now, how we can measure electric current? We can measure the electric current by an instrument called ammeter. Ammeter is an instrument by which we can measure the electric current. Suppose in this conductor you want to find the flow of charge, that is current. So just connect one ammeter here in series. This is the ammeter A. I am connecting this one in with this conductor in series. We have to connect the ammeter always in series to the conductor because ammeter is your low resistance device, so that it cannot draw any extra current. So what we have learned today? Electric current, it is the rate of flow of charge, that is I equal to Q by T. SI unit is your ampere. It is a scalar quantity and we can measure the electric current by an instrument called ammeter. Thank you.